Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yura, and this week's video we're going to be talking about how much money I made from TikTok in the year of 2025. So 2025 was the first year that I became monetized on TikTok, and in order to become monetized on TikTok, you need at least 10,000 followers or 5,000 followers. You need 10,000 followers. 5,000 followers is for TikTok shop. 10,000 followers to become monetized. So let's get started. I do want to preface that the way that I became profitable, I guess you can say, is by doing a series on TikTok, and that was me stuffing my cash tips. That's like something like this. Every week I would stuff my cash tips and then kind of just record me saving, and that's how I kind of grew up my following on TikTok and Instagram. But Instagram doesn't really pay you, so I only focus on TikTok. So I figured I can go over the numbers on how much I made as a small content creator. I wouldn't really say this is anywhere near me being able to do this full time, because it's literally a fraction of what I would normally make working as a server. So let's get started. So first month, January, I made $0. I actually made $8, but the minimum payout balance needs to be $10. So because of that, I couldn't get paid out for the month of January because it was not hitting the minimum. So I made $0 in January. February was my first ever paycheck, and that is through PayPal. You get paid on the 15th. So for February, I made $81.06. March, I made $74.30. April, I made $55.87. And then May, I hit my first three-figure month, and that is $108.95. And then June was probably the peak of my series, and I made $435.33. A few of my videos did go viral, and because of that, obviously the pay was significantly higher. And then July, riding that momentum, I made $194.05. And then August was the highest paying month I've ever had on social media, and that is $615.41, which is crazy to be able to make over $500 just by posting silly little videos that I was going to post anyways, and then obviously getting paid from that. September, I made $116.43. October, I made $26.69. And then October was kind of when I fell into kind of like a little slum. I did have some stuff that happened at work, so because of that, it kind of really discouraged me to make content. So for November and December, I made $0. I also stopped posting until pretty much until March of 2026, because I just was going through some personal stuff, and I kind of took social media break, kind of never ended up coming back. But I am trying to become more consistent and become more active on social media again, and start eventually, hopefully, if my dreams come true, do this full time. So in the year of 2025 from TikTok, I made a total of $1,708.09, which is amazing. This is literally just extra income. It's almost $2,000 of additional income that I pretty much would have never made if I didn't post any videos. And so what I did with this money, in case you are curious, so it goes directly deposited into your PayPal account, and I didn't withdraw any of the money from PayPal until I went on a trip. So then pretty much I kind of just used all this money for a trip that I went to Florida with my husband. So then kind of the trip kind of just paid for itself, and my social media videos on TikTok pretty much paid for our trip in Florida, which is actually so crazy. So yeah, and if you break it up monthly, it's not too much money, but the fact that it's almost $2,000, and I was able to go on a pretty much essentially free vacation from TikTok. So yeah, this is your sign to post content, because you don't know how much money you'll make, and you might be the next viral thing. Alrighty, bye. See you next week. Bye.